Under the harsh buzz of fluorescent lights, Tyrone slumps at the kitchen table, a picture of utter defeat. Mrs. Henderson sits opposite him, a thick workbook lying open between them, a silent testament to struggle. The kitchen is still and tense, the air thick with unspoken worries and heavy burdens. Every shadow seems to deepen Tyrone's despair as the weight of the day presses down. Sunlight fills the classroom as Mrs. Henderson kneels beside Tyrone, dust motes swirling in the golden rays. Tyrone squints at the math problem, his brow furrowed in concentration. Mrs. Henderson offers a warm, encouraging smile, her eyes filled with patience. "All right, Tyrone, let's try this again," she says gently. 3 apples plus 2 apples. How many? In the bustling classroom, Tyrone stares blankly at the workbook, his eyes unfocused. Cartoon apples mock him from the page, their cheerful colors failing to penetrate his confusion. The numbers blur and swirl, a chaotic dance that only deepens his frustration. He struggles to make sense of the simple math problems, each equation a towering obstacle. A wave of helplessness washes over him as he grapples with the seemingly impossible task. Tyrone is adrift in an unknown location, his expression a mixture of confusion and disorientation. He scans his surroundings, seeking any sign of familiarity or explanation. A flicker of recognition crosses his face, but it quickly fades, leaving him more puzzled than before. His eyes dart around, trying to piece together the fragmented clues scattered around him. Tyrone's voice breaks the silence, his words echoing his bewilderment. "5?" he questions, the single word hanging heavy with unanswered questions and mounting unease. In an indistinct setting, Mrs. Henderson stands, her presence commanding attention. The daylight reveals a hint of determination etched on her face. Her eyes gleam with a knowing confidence as she prepares to speak. "That's right. See?" Mrs. Henderson exclaims, her voice ringing with assurance. She points a finger, driving home her point with unwavering conviction. "You know this," she concludes, her gaze intense and challenging. Tyrone stands alone, frustration tightening his features. His eyes dart around the room, searching for answers in the emptiness. He runs a hand through his hair, his fingers tangling in the strands as he struggles to grasp the situation. His brow furrows deeper, confusion clouding his gaze, as if lost in a labyrinth of his own mind. "But I don't get it," Tyrone mutters, his voice echoing softly in the silence, a plea for understanding. Sunlight bathes the basketball court as Tyrone moves with innate grace, the ball a mere extension of his will. Each dribble echoes with practiced precision, a symphony of skill and dedication in the open air. The ball arcs gracefully towards the hoop, an effortless display of talent and confidence. Net swishes. Tyrone is radiating joy, a master in his element, king of his sunlit domain. Inside, Tyrone gazes longingly through the kitchen window, his eyes reflecting a yearning for the outside world. Sunlight streams into the kitchen, highlighting the contrast between the warmth inside and the freedom he craves beyond the glass. His reflection stares back, a silent dialogue between his current reality and his unspoken desires. The window pane becomes a barrier, amplifying his sense of confinement within the familiar walls of the kitchen. Mrs. Henderson smiles warmly, a beacon of gentle light in the unknown location. She carefully slides a bowl brimming with colorful candies, a tempting array of sugary delights. Her voice, soft and inviting, fills the quiet space. "Let's try it with these." She proposes a colorful equation. 1 red candy plus 3 blue candies. Tyrone's gaze, heavy with reluctance, slowly focuses on the scattered candies before him. Each candy becomes a point of intense, unwanted focus as he begins to count, his expression tightening. The simple act of counting transforms into a visible burden, etched across his brow. His fingers move with a reluctant precision, each candy a stark reminder of what lies ahead. Tyrone's eyes dart around the unknown space, reflecting a deep-seated anxiety. His breath hitches as he scans the surroundings, every shadow seeming to hold a threat. A bead of sweat trickles down his temple, a silent testament to his mounting fear. With a trembling voice, he whispers, 4, the word hanging heavy in the air. In an unknown place, Tyrone hesitates, his brow deeply furrowed in concentration, as if facing an invisible challenge. He starts to count, his lips moving soundlessly as he meticulously tallies an unseen sum, his focus intense. A flicker of doubt momentarily clouds his eyes, a brief struggle with uncertainty. He steels himself, restarting slowly, deliberately, each number enunciated with careful precision. Tyrone's unwavering focus returns, his determination solidifying with each counted number. An oppressive silence fills the unknown space, thick with unspoken tension. The air crackles with anticipation, every shadow seeming to hold a secret. Tyrone's voice cuts through the stillness, a single word carrying immense weight. 6, he declares, the number echoing in the vast emptiness. In the dim expanse of the unknown, a faint spark ignites within Tyrone's chest. A flicker of something stirs, hinting at understanding, yet shrouded in mystery. Is it recognition? A dawning realization begins to paint Tyrone's features. The unknown location holds its breath as Tyrone's inner world shifts. A subtle shift in Tyrone's expression hints at a childlike wonder, his eyes reflecting the vibrant colors of the candies. Tyrone's eyes widen slightly, a flicker of surprise dancing within them. The corner of Tyrone's mouth quirks upward, betraying a hint of amusement or a fond memory. A soft, barely there smile graces Tyrone's face. Tyrone's gaze lingers on the candies, his expression softening with a nostalgic warmth. Tyrone sits alone, a colorful bag of candies his only companion. He greedily grabs a handful of sugary treats. The candies fill his palm, a vibrant mix of colors. Tyrone's eyes gleam with anticipation as he prepares for another round. Okay, let's do another one, he declares, a hint of mischief in his voice. He pops the candies into his mouth, savoring the sweet explosion of flavors. A bright, unknown space fills the frame as Mrs. Henderson appears, her expression radiating pure joy and anticipation. Mrs. Henderson's eyes sparkle with optimism, reflecting an unspoken excitement that fills the room. Her smile widens, revealing a genuine warmth as she prepares to deliver a message of encouragement. "That's the spirit," Mrs. Henderson exclaims, her voice filled with conviction and heartfelt support. The air crackles with positive energy as Mrs. Henderson's words hang in the air, inspiring hope and determination. Tyrone and Mrs. Henderson huddle, brows furrowed in concentration, over a sea of numbers and equations. Colorful candies become tools for learning, scattered across the table as they tackle each problem. With each correctly solved equation, a spark of understanding lights up Tyrone's eyes. Tyrone's confidence blossoms, his initial hesitation replaced by a newfound enthusiasm for math. In the kitchen, Tyrone stands resolute at the counter, a challenge etched on his face. He actively questions, his mind a whirlwind of problem-solving, seeking understanding. A moment of clarity washes over him as he nods, comprehension sparking in his eyes. The kitchen transforms into a crucible of determination, fueled by Tyrone's unwavering focus. In an unknown place, Tyrone, a young boy, his eyes sparkling with innocent joy, bounces excitedly. His face lights up with realization, ready to share his discovery with the world. He begins to explain a simple equation, his voice full of youthful enthusiasm. "So if I have 7 candies, and I eat 2, Tyrone says, his eyes sparkling. He pauses for effect, building anticipation with a playful grin. "Then I have 5 left," he exclaims, triumph radiating from his small frame. The air is filled with the sound of unrestrained laughter, echoing through an unseen space. Mrs. Henderson's voice rises above the mirth, warm and encouraging, laughing. "Exactly, you're getting it," she exclaims, her joy infectious. The sound of laughter builds, a symphony of shared amusement. The room is filled with a feeling of joy and camaraderie. In an unknown location, Tyrone's hands snatch the workbook, a sudden intensity in his movements. Pages blur as he flips through, a relentless search for new challenges consuming him. Each turn of the page echoes his determination, a silent promise to conquer every problem. His eyes scan the equations, a focused energy radiating as he seeks the next puzzle. The workbook becomes his world, a battleground where intellect and persistence collide. Sunlight floods the classroom, motes of dust swirling in the golden beams as Tyrone sits at his desk. Tyrone's eyes shine with anticipation, his small frame vibrating with eagerness for the lesson to begin. He leans forward, barely able to contain his excitement, his gaze fixed on the teacher. "What's next? Can we do subtraction now?" Tyrone asks, his voice bubbling with youthful enthusiasm. The bright, airy classroom buzzes, with the quiet energy of learning and the promise of new discoveries. Under the bright day, Tyrone dribbles, his intense focus solely on the basketball net. He weaves through friends, a whirlwind of motion and athletic grace, his body a dance of focus. But Tyrone's mind races with numbers, a storm of calculations hidden behind his focused gaze. Scores and percentages fill his thoughts as he plays, turning a simple game into a complex equation. In an unknown place, Tyrone's excitement is palpable as he gestures wildly, eyes sparkling with disbelief and pride. "I got 5 shots in a row," Tyrone exclaims, his voice full of amazement. He stammers, trying to articulate the enormity of his achievement. "That's like, a lot." His friends look on, sharing in Tyrone's infectious joy. The atmosphere crackles with shared triumph and camaraderie. Tyrone's moment of glory hangs in the air, a testament to his unexpected success. In a bright, undefined space, 2 friends relax, the air buzzing with casual camaraderie. A sudden movement breaks the calm as one friend prepares to unveil a hidden talent. With a flourish, one friend executes an impressive feat, defying expectations. The other watches, a mix of surprise and amusement flickering across their face. "Show off," friend 1 exclaims teasingly, their voice laced with playful admiration. Tyrone stands in an unknown location, his wide grin radiating pure, unadulterated enthusiasm. His eyes gleam with the thrill of discovery, a spark of genius about to ignite. He gestures expansively, embracing the unseen audience with his infectious energy. "I'm just saying, math is everywhere," Tyrone declares, his voice ringing with conviction. The very air around him seems to vibrate with the boundless possibilities of numbers and equations. Under harsh kitchen light, Tyrone hunches over textbooks, lost in concentration, his brow furrowed in thought. A bowl of colorful candies offers a tempting sugary escape from the complex equations before him. His hand darts out, a silent craving pulling him towards a moment of sweet relief. The vibrant candies stand in stark contrast to the serious work demanding his attention. Tyrone looks up, a genuine smile now lighting his face. The classroom fades as his mind awakens. Complex equations on the whiteboard transform from intimidating scribbles into keys unlocking secrets. He sees math as a tool, not a barrier, to decipher the world's hidden intricacies. Newfound confidence shines in his eyes, reflecting a future suddenly brimming with possibilities. Tyrone's eyes, once clouded with doubt, now sparkle with newfound confidence. A flicker of curiosity dances within his gaze. His pupils dilate, reflecting a burgeoning sense of self-assurance. An unspoken challenge is now apparent in the depths of his intense stare. Tyrone's eyes blaze with resolve. His face is set, a man on a mission, every muscle tensed, ready for action. "I will," Tyrone declares, his voice ringing with conviction. The air crackles with his unwavering determination. Tyrone, surrounded by classmates in the schoolyard, explains a math problem with a textbook in hand. He gestures with lively enthusiasm, his voice ringing with confidence as he simplifies a complex equation. Tyrone uses real-world examples, connecting abstract concepts to tangible objects in the schoolyard. The students listen intently, their faces reflecting understanding as Tyrone's explanation clarifies the problem. In the classroom, Tyrone's brow furrows as he grapples with the problem, a spark of understanding igniting in his eyes. The classroom buzzes with activity as students collaborate, their voices blending into a harmonious murmur of learning. "Wow, Tyrone, you really get this now," a classmate exclaims, admiration evident in their tone. Tyrone's focus sharpens, a quiet confidence radiating as he masters the challenge before him. Tyrone gestures, his enthusiasm filling the unknown location. A wide grin spreads across Tyrone's face. Tyrone seems genuinely excited about something. Tyrone's eyes light up with passion. "Yeah, it's actually pretty cool once you understand it," Tyrone exclaims. Tyrone's excitement is infectious. The classroom buzzes softly as students focus on math problems, heads bent in concentration under the bright daylight. Amidst the quiet, Tyrone's hand shoots up, a beacon of resolve in the sea of studious faces. Miss Johnson, the teacher, pauses, her surprise evident as her gaze fixes on Tyrone. A palpable shift in the classroom dynamic as all eyes subtly turn toward the raised hand. The air thickens with anticipation, the quiet murmur replaced by a hushed expectation. Tyrone waits, his determination unwavering under the weight of his teacher's curious stare. Sunlight floods the classroom as Tyrone stands tall, a picture of pride and accomplishment. The teacher beams, her expression radiating warmth and approval towards Tyrone. "Excellent, Tyrone. You've really turned things around," the teacher exclaims, her voice filled with genuine praise. A palpable sense of triumph fills the air, marking a significant turning point for Tyrone. Under the blazing sun, Tyrone stands on the basketball court, a storm of concentration brewing behind his furrowed brow. With meticulous focus, he dribbles the ball, each bounce echoing his determination to master the game. In his other hand, a notepad and pen stand ready, capturing every shot, every calculation, every path to perfection. He tracks each shot with unwavering intensity, dissecting his performance with analytical precision. The sun beats down, but Tyrone remains unyielding, his spirit fueled by a burning desire for self-improvement. In an empty space, Tyrone stands alone, a basketball, his solitary companion, his brow furrowed with intense focus. The rhythmic squeak of his sneakers punctuates the silence as he dribbles, his gaze locked on an unseen target. His words hang in the air, a declaration of ambition. "If I can increase my shooting percentage by 10%, I'll be unstoppable." The basketball bounces, a steady beat against the backdrop of Tyrone's unwavering determination and solitude. Each dribble echoes his relentless pursuit of perfection, fueling his dream of becoming an unstoppable force. In the warm kitchen light, Tyrone and Mrs. Henderson huddle over math problems, brows furrowed in concentration. A shared smile passes between them, a silent acknowledgement of the challenge and the joy of solving it together. The kitchen is filled with a quiet scratching of pencils and the soft murmur of shared discovery. A sense of mutual respect and collaboration hangs in the air, palpable and comforting. In the bright classroom, Tyrone looks up at Mrs. Henderson, his eyes reflecting a newfound respect. His expression softens, the tension of mathematical struggle slowly easing away. A genuine smile begins to form as he prepares to speak, gratitude evident in his posture. "Thank you, Mrs. Henderson," Tyrone says, his voice sincere and filled with newfound confidence. "You helped me see that math isn't so scary after all," he admits, a hint of wonder in his tone. Tyrone strides across the sun-drenched college campus, his every step echoing purpose and unwavering resolve. His confident posture mirrors the complex equations swirling in his mind, engineering challenges becoming mere puzzles to solve. A determined glint shines in his eyes. He is fully immersed in the world of engineering, where sharp math skills unlock the secrets of innovation. Each solved problem fuels his ambition, solidifying his path towards a future built on intellect and ingenuity. In a vast lecture hall, Tyrone sits amidst a sea of students, his gaze fixed on the equations blazing across the screen. The professor lectures as Tyrone's brow furrows in thought, his hand rising with a burning question. "Professor, could you elaborate on the application of this principle in quantum computing?" Tyrone asks, his voice clear. All eyes turn towards Tyrone, a silent anticipation filling the lecture hall as they await the professor's response. Sunlight streams into a classroom, filled with rows of attentive students. At the front, a professor addresses the class, his expression encouraging. The professor focuses his gaze on Tyrone, a standout student in the lecture hall. "You have a bright future ahead of you, Tyrone," the professor declares with conviction. "Keep up the great work," he adds, his words resonating with promise and hope. Tyrone walks onto the sun-drenched basketball court of his old neighborhood, a ghost of past dreams hanging in the air. Familiar faces greet him with smiles, a comforting reminder of simpler times and shared passions. The basketball arcs through the air, an orange blur against the clear blue sky, echoing with the rhythm of the game. Each dribble, each pass, each shot, now infused with the elegant precision of mathematical understanding. Tyrone's eyes gleam with newfound knowledge, elevating the game beyond mere physical exertion. Laughter and camaraderie fill the air, a celebration of growth, friendship, and the beautiful fusion of math and sport. Tyrone stands tall, a spark igniting in his eyes amidst his friends. The air crackles with anticipation as he prepares to speak. "Math is like the secret code to the universe," Tyrone declares, his voice filled with conviction. His words hang in the air, a challenge and an invitation. A ripple of understanding passes through his captivated audience. "Once you crack it, anything is possible," he concludes, a hopeful smile spreading across his face. The kitchen glows warmly as Tyrone, now a successful man, stands opposite Mrs. Henderson, her smile gentle with years. The comforting aroma of tea fills the air, a bridge between Tyrone's past and present. Tyrone fondly recalls, "I still remember those early math lessons, Mrs. Henderson. You made it seem so easy," Mrs. Henderson replies. "Oh, Tyrone, you always had a knack for numbers. I just helped you see it." Tyrone expresses, "I wouldn't be where I am today without your guidance," his gratitude palpable in the soft light.